Hi, friends. It's Sensei Christopher. It's a cloudy day out here in, where am I? Palm Springs, California. But it's a sunny day in your heart. We'll talk about that today. We have a special guest. It's Tag Team Tuesday. We're going to talk about your questions, things that mean nothing to do with you. We'll be right back with Sirius Joy Alive. There's a script here. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at SiriusJoytv. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy Nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few.
My name's Christine, and I am a Step 27 Cancer. I participated in Sensei Christopher Witecki's Past Life and Karma program through Sirius Joy. I would definitely say it was both life-changing and healing.
I'm a Step 23 Leo, and this is my second time doing 40 Days of Past Lives and Karma. I will tell you right now, it's not for the faint of heart.
And it really had me looking at areas in my life that I hadn't even considered being part of the proof of my past life experiences.
So for the price of what 40 Days of Past Lives and Karma is, this is a great way to read yourself. And honestly, that's putting the power back in your hands.
I have been working with past lives and karma work for a long time, and his program surpassed any other things that I had been working with.
But if you are really curious about what you're doing in your past lives and you like astrology, this is definitely the class for you. Definitely. It is dense. It is intense. It is very, extremely educational.
I am so grateful to have had the opportunity to take it. I look forward to taking it again this year, and I will do it every year because it was that good.
Are you ready to understand yourself better than ever before? Enlightened edutainment awaits inside the Sirius Joy Vault. Subscribers receive in-depth insight into the planetary energies with daily texts, pep talks, and more, personalized to your unique blueprint. Subscribe now for only $3.99 your first month at SiriusJoy.com.
Hi, friends. Welcome to Sirius Joy Alive. I'm Sensei Christopher Witecki, Sensei to Sirius Joy, and the guardian angel of the SEP system. I wouldn't say angel, agent maybe. How you doing? We're in Tuesday already. My God, it feels like Friday. The stuff's coming in right now so fast. I can't wait to talk to Daiki Okamoto. He's one of my colleagues at Sirius Joy. He's also got his own Do Astrology brand. We're going to talk about Aquarius. He's going to answer your questions with me. We're going to tag team. I can't wait to do some work with Daiki. I've not tag team very much with Daiki. What we do, but it's usually about the universe, not a person. That's kind of cool. All right, everyone, say hello. Nice to see you here. How y'all feeling? It's really cloudy here in Palm Springs, which is rare. It doesn't get cloudy here. That tells me that people here are probably dealing with some stuff. I can feel it in the air. I'll tell you that right now. I certainly have been. And a lot of stuff I've been noticing has been us clearing off the heavy weight of our life. So much of it. It's like pound after pound after pound. Can't tell you. In fact, I was just talking to David Palmer. I don't know if you know David Palmer. He's the Lion King, basically Leo King. He's been working astrology as long as I have. Almost as long. He came right after me. And he and I are talking. He'll be a special guest on LOL tomorrow night. We'll talk about that. Him and I are going to talk about the Epstein files with Scott Cruz. It's going to be a great time. But we're talking about just how much stuff is happening. Our clients were all seeing just tremendous amounts of things ending, relationships ending, and things happening at the same time, beginnings, new opportunities. I mean, AI alone is one thing to talk about as far as how much opportunity is coming from that alone. People tell me, I don't know how I'm going to do well in the new world. I'm like, you can make $1 million off of AI right now in a million ways, and it'll do all the work for you. It's crazy. But talking about all the work, one thing AI cannot do just yet is a good reading, and that's why I've got myself and Daiki today. If you'd like to buy a reading, we have some opportunities for you. Come to SiriusJoy.shop and pick out one. There's a variety, including coming on camera and talking with us. You can actually pull that off. That's crazy, huh? Wish I could have done that in some. SiriusJoy.shop, and you'll find all the varieties there. If you haven't registered with us, you should also register so we can get on email us. We'll send you some stuff, maybe coupon codes, something like that in the future. It'd be cool. And as far as the energies today, I just want to kind of start the day off with where we are in the context of the week. We have our shows, SiriusJoy.com, first of all. Is our daily pep service where we are there for you. It's a sensei service that's at your side, sending you the messages that you need when you need them. And what we tend to focus on is how to get through the day. We have a pep talk every morning, and we talk about what the day-by-day play-by-play is. And we're now at step 21 going to step 22. Okay, we're in 22 right now. 22 is expect some unexpected. The next 24 hours, things are going to happen. Deals will fall apart. Things will come together. Your plans for the future may entirely change, actually, from that, just from this 24-hour period. And it's because you might be putting on a vibe that's not really authentically you. And if you're not being yourself, which most of us can't be, we haven't been able to feel free to be ourselves in life, we're going to find some changes going. Because right now, with Pluto in the sign, it's kind of demanding that it lives to its truth. That's what Scorpio does. It reveals the truth. And the truth is, we have to be ourselves. And once we're ourselves, we have to be where we belong. And so I'm expecting a lot of changes in that regard. But let's not waste any time. Let's bring out today's guest. I want to first show a clip of Daiki. This is him recently doing an episode in one of our shows on SiriusJoy.com. Let's take a look.
Archetypes are the original pattern or model of which all things of the same types are represented by. They're also considered prototypes. And it's very often brought up through Carl Jung's philosophy and psychological studies around what archetypes are and the connection to our collective subconscious. So again, I bring this up because we're trying to look at the innate blueprints and the primordial patterns that we experience as a collective, and how society, especially historians, have worded or used certain words to describe these personas and figures. And it's very profound that some of the words that they use very much match and experiences that they have had and that are picked up by these historians are in fact so aligned with the zodiacs that they represent. And this isn't just something that I am going to be talking about through just their, persona per se, the character, but also looking at their natal chart. And I specifically choose the Sun-Jupiter conjunction so we can see them at the maximum clarity and scale, since the Sun represents our conscious identity, the heart of our existence, and the one that brings awareness, clarity, and what is visible. Right? The Sun is who we are, our vital life force energy. And a lot of the times we have Jupiter or other planets in certain signs, but it's not so often that they are fully expressed. And the ones that are truly expressed are the ones that have the Sun or very much close personal planets close to.
All right. That's a rocky transition. That was Daiki doing our self-study hall. Self-study hall, by the way, is a once-a-month show. It's like a classroom we throw once a month on SiriusJoy.com. And each of our practitioners, Gwen, myself, sometimes in the future, Sarah, we're hoping, and myself, and Daiki, we teach a class. Mine will be the next class. And it's an interesting, actually, is it my next class? I know I do the moon wisdom, actually. But it's a great way to learn more astrology and also get deeper on your own chart. So I think Daiki did a great job. I want to talk about what he was talking about in that clip. Please welcome Daiki Okamoto. Hey, brother. Oh, you're muted, I think, or I'm muted. Maybe I'm deaf, one of the two. Oh, maybe I'm deaf. Do you have sound? Yeah, I don't hear him, do you? That's perfect. We were just talking to backstage, too. Well, Daiki, I'm just going to, you just move your lips and I will speak for you. I am Daiki Okamoto. Okay. We need to, let's see, talk to our director. What do we have here? Got a problem. It's on your end. Oh, it is. Well, that's interesting. I'll take a look. I heard that clip just fine. Let's take a look. Yep, I have sound. We have sound. It's on your end. Rejoin. I'm not in the show. You hear him fine. Okay. Well. And see him. Okay. Okay. Taekwondo.
Do you hear me?
There we go. We do. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that.
I think it was mine or yours. I don't know. But it was a weird moment. Okay. Well, that's live TV, guys. So hi, Daiki.
Hi, Chris. Thanks, everyone, for your patience.
Yeah. It's been funny. Well, we've had some weird stuff with the software. We'll talk about it.
22 degrees Aquarius, huh?
There you go. Actually, there you go. Thank you for shifting to the right proper direction because
Yeah.
in the last like hour and a half, I mean, it's been like a couple of tech things just falling apart. Well, now my mic's not working. Okay. Oh, never mind. This is weird. Tell us we have a problem, please. Okay. Houston, we have a problem. So tell us about what you were just teaching us about archetypes in science. What exactly was your
yeah, so it's pretty uncanny, you know, that obviously these historians aren't astrologers. They're not talking in terms of astrology, but even when you look it through Wikipedia, they use certain words that match these personas, these figures that have the Sun Jupiter conjunction in each of these signs. So, for example, I was talking about Ulysses S. Grant. He's a Taurus and has a Jupiter conjunction and Jupiter Sun conjunction in Taurus. And his nickname during the Civil War was called the Butcher because he was so adamant about not giving up and pushing through to win the Civil War. And he also was very adamant about making sure that he was attacking the supply line and their resources rather than just winning the war straight up. So it's just, to me, it's no synchronicity, you know, it's no coincidence. It's synchronicity that we have our collective unconscious, the symbolism that speaks louder than our words, that words can express. And these historians specifically use, you know, the words like the butcher to express that. Or I had another person, Frida Kahlo, who has Sun Jupiter conjunction in Cancer, and the symbolism that she uses are all around wombs and roots, which is exactly what Cancer and home and family represent on that subconscious level. So it even gives me chills to really connect all these 12 zodiac signs with what these non-astrological historians use to describe these people. So it really gets into the depth of the archetype.
That's interesting. So they were having observations that astrologers have about the archetype, and the same. And that's the thing. I think astrology is very much based on the archetypes in the sense that, and we all can't deny, we all know that character, whether we call it a Sagittarius or not.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You know.
The sailor that goes from port to port. You know, like romantic everyone. Yeah, it's true. Are you personally in a phase where you're just putting together all the dots, like back in history? Like, what brought you to that topic to teach?
Oh, that's actually something that I've always had in the back pocket. Yeah, so it's just helped me understand how astrology works and what, you know, symbolism means and where it's connected and how we are able to gain information when we talk about these zodiac signs. So yeah, these especially with the Sun Jupiter, I'm a Sun Jupiter conjunct person, so it's always been something that I'm interested in, you know, researching to find what these people represented and how their life unfolded, just to get some role model for my own natal chart.
Insanity. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, Sun conjunct Jupiter is gregarious. You know, usually you find they tend to be more over the top somewhere. Not always in personality, sometimes in questioning, you know, or it seems with you to some degree it's education. Like you just can't stop. You're addicted.
Yeah.
With all your degrees and whatnot. Where do you see, but also I see in your optimism, you know, you're always, even when things are bad, like even when you're dying, you have a half smile on your face, you know.
I make sure I can. Yeah.
Or Jupiter does. That's my point.
Side of things. Yeah. Try to stay on top of it. Yeah.
How's Jupiter been in Cancer for you? I just think it's so mushy. I mean, it's my least favorite sign for Jupiter. It's kind of like, it's like Jupiter was out partying and was forced to take a bath.
Traditionally, Jupiter is really well exalted in Cancer, so it actually is good, but it might be a difficult path. I mean, you know, we all have a hard time getting in touch with their feelings and taking care of ourselves. But even in the beginning, when Jupiter moved into Cancer, I akined it to crabs molting, right? That we have to be very vulnerable so that we can shed our skin and move into a new home in that sense. Even like a hermit crab, you have the shell is too small as we're growing. So it's more like a capacity limit that we're facing. The uncomfortability prompts us to get out of the shell, and we need to be vulnerable, rush over to a new shell, fight over a new shell to be comfortable again. And even when we, wear big shoes, at first it's very uncomfortable. We have to break it in and we have to wear it in so that we can get accustomed to it. So with Jupiter retrograde, I think we're still in that position that thankfully Jupiter's not fully direct yet. So we shouldn't be like fully comfortable, all snuggled up just yet.
Oh, I'm not comfortable at all. What are you talking about? I think Jupiter's doing a lousy job. I'm fired.
Yeah.
He's fired. I don't know. It's my 12th house though, so I'm partial. Where's it for you? It's in your what house for you?
It's in my 11th house, but I have Chiron there, so it's not easy.
It's a damp 11th. Yeah, it's kind of damp.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what you think in 12th when it goes in Leo. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely connected to her soul and her past lives.
No, for me, so wow. Deep past life cutting recently. What do you think of Aquarius? We're in the third chapter now. Step 21. Step 22 now, actually. We're in quantum 22. So, what have you thought about it? How has it impressed you this year? Given Pluto's there, we've made some progress.
It's just change. I'm just trying to catch up with the changes I've made. And I personally think we're still just getting ready. We're building the safety net. We're building the vessel so that we can move into 2026 on a higher level. I don't always think that Aquarius really gets us there right away, but it's preparing us to take flight like the Wright brothers did. So I'm continually experimenting, doing things that are unprecedented. Even here I am right now and working with other things. Yeah, even with the self-study hall as well. It's something that I've had in my back pocket, but never something that I've actually presented live to an audience. So again, it's just keeping up with the changes and trying to stay on top of being unique and innovative and really changing your life. That it doesn't happen overnight, obviously. But now that we're in the 20s, I think we're going to see more of that being felt and experienced rather than just pushing for change and trying to keep up with it. I think we're going to see a lot of it being felt now.
Oh, really? You haven't been feeling it the whole year?
Well, there's been a lot of change, but being comfortable around it and being like, oh, I am different is still getting there kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I find actually it's not until Jupiter's in the first decan of the next house that I find that you see the results of the prior. For the most part, it's got to get through a whole chapter, a whole decan of the next house.
Yeah. It's more about realizing where we don't belong right now with Pluto also being at 4 degrees Aquarius. Yeah. I think we're still figuring out where we don't belong, what frequencies, what vibrations that we are frequenting that we need to step away from. And I'll fast forward to later this year when the nodes, switch over to Leo and Aquarius. When the North node switches over to Aquarius, I think that's when we'll actually experience the change in a better way so that we can truly step into the future rather than just cutting out the past in that sense, or the past belonging. I don't think we're necessarily there in the Crystal Emerald City or, space shuttle futuristic vision. I think we're still a little backwards right now.
No, I think we're in the promise of a vision. I think there's a lot of talk, but there's not a lot of walk. I think people are catching up to what the options are. I have this option now, I have that option now that we didn't have before. Mostly what I've observed is cutting. I observed a lot of cutting and final cutting, which is interesting.
Yeah.
When people are like, okay, next life, maybe, like literally just, and I have that same part myself too. I'm like, okay, I've tried enough. I'm done. I'm like, let's just move on. We don't want to waste time. Right. And I think there's more opportunity than not. So you have to choose your favorites. Because you can't choose it all. Can't be a greedy person and put all your pockets with candy or whatever. So there's a lot of candy. There's a lot of candy to be taken, I think, though, with opportunity and stuff. Even though people are saying it's weird, it's I think I see opportunity everywhere.
Yeah. First, I think it's more chaotic. There's a lot more disruption happening during Aquarius, and then we're able to kind of normalize that uniqueness. That's how I see Aquarius. At first, they're the weird outsiders, right? But after a while, it becomes normal. It becomes normalized, and everyone starts accepting wearing spikes and dyeing your hair and, all these different things that traditionally we thought was weird and out there. Aquarius brings it to the table, and at first we're very like, ew, what is that? Yeah. But then we start to normalize it and people start accepting it. So I think that is where we're still at.
Yeah, well, and then there's a lot of shock. I mean, like the Epstein files have been released during this time. I thought that was interesting. Happened in Aquarius.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, I did some analysis on that so far. So far, no Aries, no Taurus on the list.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't gotten too deep into it. There's some, yeah, no, it's all over my social media, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had grok to it, but still, it's like I was interested. I was like, wow, interesting. You know, Aries and
Yeah,
Taurus.
it's revealing a lot of truth.
It is. It's
Say the
interesting. Yeah.
least.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's nothing but truth coming. I mean, when Uranus hits Gemini, I expect to not see you again. Just kidding. Something's gonna happen. You're just like, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, well, so, I mean, I think Geminis. I've had some Geminis. Some Geminis I know have not made any switches. Like they're holding on to their old thinking so tightly, and to some where they're kind of blowing up on me because they're upset because I'm not sticking to the old dialogue. I'm like, that's not how it is anymore. You're the one who needs to upgrade, not me, buddy. You know, but it's I don't know. It's an interesting thing. You know, a lot of like, and just things like the coding industry is like really sad, like kind of quiet right now, like. Because AI is taking over, so all the people who think for a living are finding themselves in an interesting position. You know, so it's like, yeah, we have AI, but then Gemini's like, well, what's my job? Kind of thing, you know. I find that interesting. Where do you see Gemini's going? I mean, I know you're at the very bottom here, literally step 1.
Yeah,
looking up at the scale, Uranus probably take you up to 10 at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah, for Geminis, and I mean, I would talk about the whole mutable sign in general, but I mean, the nodes are still in Pisces and Virgo. So they are still being triggered and reoriented, redirected to figure out which Virgo, which Pisces, which imagination, which reality they need to let go and embrace.
Yeah.
And at the same time, as we're speaking, Black Moon Lilith is in Sagittarius right now. So I think that may be a lot of the fear that you're talking about when Geminis are still gripping to the old. And there's a lot of more existential, cynical, sarcastic, you know, there is no truth. What's the point of living? What's my purpose of life? Kind of fear and trigger that Black Moon Lilith and Sagittarius is bringing. And for Geminis, it's in their relationship house. So it's really about how they relate with their own twin, right? How they communicate and how present themselves. So I think there's still a little bit of that stuck energy that you're speaking of there.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, Uranus is definitely going to huff and puff that house down for sure. So, yeah.
I would say that this birthday, Geminis will get hit. I mean, I think your first wave of Geminis will go down. It's a reboot. It's the best way to look at it. When it hits your sun, if you want, when it hits your sun, it hits your sun.
Yeah.
I didn't go down until the second time I think it hit my sun. No, it was the first time. I can't remember. It was not what I expected. I remember that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, it was on my sun for 97 days. It's literally stationed retrograde on my sun. So God was like really drilling down on me.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's interesting. What else do you say? Let's flip around to another sign, and that is the Cancers and Capricorns. Are you seeing any change in those cats? Because I'm seeing them holding on for every last breath.
Yeah, I mean, Capricorn Cancers are hard to change for sure. Yeah, I think with Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries, it'll definitely trigger them and push them out of their comfort zone. But yeah, I mean, Capricorn, I've talked about it during Capricorn season. It's very much about holding the anchor, laying foundation for what we're building rather than being able to be on the top of the mountain right away, especially as Pluto has cleared some of these mountains and skyscrapers off, you know, their ladder. They're starting from scratch. And so I think they're a little bit too prideful to admit that. I mean, for everybody. But yeah, I think Saturn and Neptune in Aries is going to really prompt that a lot of change in their field. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. I'm trying to think about where it would hit. I mean, for them, it's a career and home family, right? So
yeah, I mean,
I guess the issue, for Capricorns are, you know, they want to have a flawless record, and and it's like that's an old school model.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they want to be in control of everything for sure.
Yeah, totally. And what's happening is the way to control is changing, and so they find themselves out of control for a minute. You know.
Yeah.
But they'll move on to it. They got Aquarius in the second house. They're gonna make out like bandits.
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, they have to let go of their old values. So they're, you know, that's scary, definitely for Capricorns, and even Cancer. It's in their 8th house. Aquarius is in their 8th house, so they are literally at the edge of their transformation right now. So it could be very difficult for. I mean, this would be the change.
You think so? I I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, they're definitely being pushed. Sorry about that.
No problem. Is that you? That's your
Yeah, it's Adam actually.
Oh, really? Chill out, brother. Run there. Well, and I say, well, first of all, Aquarius for Cancers makes total sense. I mean, that's what rules their 8th house. People don't know their house of sex.
Yeah.
And Cancers have always been very, I don't know if you all had sex with a Cancer, but they are very particular about what they'll do and not do. You know what I mean? Like, they want to be real close and like be your wife or be, your husband, but then they want to be way far about other things. And I think they're being, pushed in to play more by, well, maybe find more authenticity with who they are. So therefore they can be closer, because the truth is they're not always truthful to who they are. They ignore their needs with Libra in the 4th house. They ignore their own emotional needs and go running out to go be something for someone all the time. So they're holding on to the last minute. And Capricorn's just like, they just think that if we forget long enough, they can do it again. Like, didn't you try that trick on me 5 years ago, man? That's over. You can't, But we'll see. I don't have any diss against any sign, by the way. I think they're all cool. I just like to kind of do some sign gossip. So let's dive right into your talents, man. We're gonna do some tag team reading.
Yeah.
And I guess we're gonna get questions on the board. I'll let you go first, and I'll come back as a second as a tag team. Since you're the guest star, you give your first pass at it. I'll do the announcer and read it for us, and you dive in like the star you are.
Okay. Sure.
And once you put up here our first question. We have charts here too, I guess. Yay. How about that? Technology is amazing. Is it here? It's hi Sensei. Is this the no? That's not the question. You guys putting up quotes? Okay. Sherry. Sherry is a step 16 Aquarius sun. Oh, that's interesting. We're talking about Aquariuses. A step 10 Capricorn rising, and a step 12 Sagittarius moon. I see the dynamics. Hi Sensei. What will the eclipse on February 17th be highlighting for me in my life? Sensei. Daiki. We'll go to Daiki. We have 30 seconds on the clock. No, I'm kidding.
Which one was that one? That was Shari?
This Sherry. Shari or Sherry, Shari, you can't be serious.
Sorry, I had to close Basecamp for a second, so I lost it.
That's okay. Oh, no problem. We're live TV.
All right, so Shari, she's wondering about the eclipse, huh? Yeah, I mean that's pertinent for everybody. But I think this eclipse, the solar eclipse that's coming up in Aquarius, is going to help us completely unknot a lot of this frequency that we have in Aquarius. So we talked about not belonging. And so I think we're still in the phase of change. We're still in the phase of letting go a lot of our old belonging. And this I think solar eclipse is going to help us reboot, reset a lot of the old belonging into the new. So for Shari, it fits into her 2nd house, and she has a sun at 16 degrees Aquarius. So it's definitely about her. How she values herself, how she values her networks, the networks that she values is all going to completely change. So whatever you're still hung up on is still connected to the old value system, the old validation, the old evidence around whether you are abundant or not, whether you're valuable or not, whether you have confidence or whether you have worth in yourself. Those are the things that's going to completely get knocked off. I mean, you can still put the intention in the same basket from before, but this solar eclipse is supposed to help you realize that that's not what you actually want, that you are done valuing things on this old level, most likely, through barter or through some sort of trade, and actually stepping into the value that you truly deserve. So you're not valuing yourself on the right level is what this solar eclipse would be showing up for.
Yeah, I second that. I feel, well, first of all, her son's in the 2nd house, so she's here to make some money and manifest.
Yeah.
And probably from spiritual intentions, because it's step 16. She's got Mercury at 22. So today the sun's on her Mercury. So you're getting this question answered on that day. That's interesting. She got a 0 degree black moon and Pisces, though. So there's beyond this eclipse is a big fear that everything will fall apart based on your, probably compassion for yourself, most likely. Compassion for yourself is very important. It looks like you trip up on believing in yourself at times. And so you're not believing in yourself for a second. And then I think the foundation of what you're doing will fall apart, or the moral foundation will fall apart, for instance. Nonetheless, I feel you're right. But when you say that an eclipse is really about, it's about building anew, which you're saying would lead to collapse. This isn't just a wrecking ball, is it?
Well, I mean, it is at 28, so it is definitely building the foundation and strengthening the vibration. But I just want to mention that Aquarius is supposed to be weird. They're supposed to be unprecedented. They're supposed to be
Mm.
experimental. So if you're not valuing, you have to be valuing yourself on a complete different level that other people don't understand. And you're here to normalize that in that sense. But so I think this is more of a reset and a reboot personally. I think this is going to help us get more inspiration once we get into Pisces. And I think it's really when we get into Aries, we're really ready to move forward, that the new chapter is going to be here. I think Aquarius and Pisces season is still going to be a lot of the releasing, letting go, and realizing what we have to do next rather than actually being able to do that and manifest that.
I agree. I also feel that we're probably going to set new standards. I mean,
Mm.
today alone, between today and tomorrow, people could completely change their mind about what they think they're supposed to be when they grow up. I think there's information available that wasn't there before, either through AI or through intuition, whichever one you're kind of subscribing to, if not both. But at the same time, in particular, I think there's probably a project. I would assume there's an idea that gets greenlit for her. Like, something gets greenlit. Something's like, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is the $1 million prize. This is the goal. Identifying that goal.
Yeah. It's I mean, with the sun at Aquarius, for her, it's definitely about her figuring out who she really is rather than the old self that was here for society or for your family or for your culture. It's really about really stepping into who you really are and valuing yourself there rather than the old way of valuing yourself. So yes, it's definitely both, in the sense that she's able to find something new that she can start valuing about herself and really starting that frequency, starting that routine around valuing herself on a new level. But if she is still attached to the old way of valuing herself, that's definitely going to get knocked down.
Well, I'm sure she is. I don't. I mean, Aquariuses don't go down. They have to get knocked down, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's an option for her. I mean, and not to be afraid. It's just that you get there and it's not what you thought. Some interesting sides of her chart that are not spoken in her question is just the 12 theme. She had 12-degree moon in the sign of that 3 Sag.
Yeah.
This eclipse is actually 12 degrees apart from her sun, so that'll be 12 degree. So this is a 12-degree ruled sun or eclipse, and I feel like therefore she's going to probably open a new door. More than anything, open a new door. Which when one door opens, one closes. For sure.
Yeah.
And I can't help but look at her 20-degree solar eclipse in Taurus in the 5th house, and I say that because I feel like you're probably trying right now. The problem, if you have a problem with it, is that you're trying to be something for someone else, and really your chart says you just need to be you, uniquely you. And that alone, just by default, is going to be okay. But you got to nurture yourself with Chiron at 20 degrees Aries. You got to nurture yourself. You got to hold the space. You got to be the one that says to the universe, "Hey, leave a place for me at the table. I'll be here."
Yeah. I actually see 2 more things here with the Black Moon, Lilith, and Sagittarius for her. So it's building up to her moon in that sense right now. So there is a lot of fears and triggers that's happening around her sense of safety. Like you said, being able to believe in yourself and nurture yourself. So Black Moon, Lilith is about facing those repressions. So you are going to be triggered, but again, it's really being unprecedented, not doing the things that you have before, not being attached to the things that you were attached before. This is a great opportunity for you to really re-script, re-narrate your whole life, reprogram your whole life. And then the other thing is that the nodes right now in Pisces and Virgo is right on top of her Venus. And we're talking about her 2nd house, and we're talking about the solar eclipse that she has in Taurus. So she does need to value herself in a completely divine, inspirational, compassionate way. Then again, what people have programmed her to believe. So if it's weird, if people are like, "What is that?" If people are questioning you, you're on the right track. So that's what the solar eclipse is helping you knock out: the old framework, the old social construct that you're attached to, and limiting your value.
Yeah, as a result of turning to their, wanting to be liked, right? But that's what it comes down to. Yeah, I feel at the end of the day for her, she's gonna be just fine. But self-compassion is key because of that Chiron in the 4th house. Like you have to feel really calm and well nurtured for you to get to intuit what that intuition is going to bring. The 16 will bring. Right? So okay, cool. That was a great one. I hope she likes it. We'll move on to our second reading of the day. Drum roll. I'll read it for you. We have another. So it was step 25 Gemini, and Marie,
Mm.
a step 1 Pisces rising. That means you're interesting. My Mars is on you, and a moon is step 15 Taurus. Okay,
Mhm.
didn't sound good, but nonetheless, okay. And Taurus, okay. So what are your thoughts here? The question is, this last year of my life has been really hard. Do you see any relief in sight at all?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's definitely been tough because Saturn's been in Pisces on your moon, and then it's also been squaring your Gemini sun recently with Neptune and Saturn conjuncting and actually retrograding over at 25-degree Pisces for a while now. Yes, last year has been really tough for you to really change course when it comes to your legacy, your destiny, your career, and your life direction. So again, similar to what we were talking with Shari, we need to be changing the complete narrative around where you're headed to. And so it's more intuition based. And as Geminis, it's so much nicer to have reason and logic validate us, but that's just not the time we're living in right now. That a lot of it is based on believing in ourselves, our sense of foresight and intuition and faith. So if you want to be unprecedented and pioneer forward, we need to be going off of not our mind, but with our heart and what we believe and what we feel. So that's really been the harder part. I would say once Saturn moves into Aries, it will be easier for you to start taking action and start moving forward. But yeah, the nodes are going to be on top of your moon as well. So I would imagine that when the North Node at Pisces move on to 1 degree Pisces, that's when you're going to find some sort of relief, meaning that you're able to lean in more of that spiritual, faithful destiny and like spiritual help that you're kind of looking for.
Interesting. I agree. I feel what's happening is that again, Sun in Pisces is going to open up her intuition and allow her to download some stuff. I think that that's what's key here, is downloading some new stuff. Aquarius is need to feel through it to see what it is, but it seems that she's meant to be expressing herself. With Jupiter 20 in Pisces, she's a spiritual messenger at some point. How would you define Jupiter 20 in Pisces for her?
Jupiter at 17 Pisces, yeah.
I have Jupiter 20. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one.
And Marie, right? Yeah. She has Jupiter at 17 here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it's sextile her moon and her Venus. Like, yeah, she's here to make some sort of decision based on her faith and an intuition. So that's just hard in general. Having Pisces and Gemini together in the same chart, like you're not always gonna make sense to other people, and you're not going to be. You're speaking in tongues in that sense. Like you're not here to make sense for people. If it makes sense for them, great. You're not here to force a lot of that. You're supposed to just be yourself, be that creative painting or art, and people are going to get what they are here for in that sense. So the more you're trying to validate and you're more trying to prove to other people what you mean, you're more of an ethereal divine person in that sense. Like people are going to take you for what they see and what their experience is. So go ahead and keep releasing the old logic, the old validating system, the old reasoning, so that you can truly step into your more ethereal nature, more creative nature that you are. Go with your faith, go with your intuition, what resonates, and big thinking that you have as a Gemini 25. Things don't always make sense to other people, and that's okay. That's great. That's inspiring, really. That's what I see a lot of.
Yeah, I would say yes. I mean, she's meant to be a spiritual messenger. I would say if that's the case. Based on emotion. I mean, her sun is in the fourth, right? So we're talking and Marie, right? So we are at a point where you have to listen to your feelings to get the intuitive thought, to get out of the thinking pattern. And it just pops in your mind. I think a lot of Geminis think they're smart, and really it's intuition pops it in their mind. Right?
Yeah.
So looking for that door, but that happens through a feeling. You have a funny feeling, you go into the funny feeling.
Yeah.
What is that funny feeling? What is that funny feeling telling me? And you give it the space. Be quiet for a second. Let it come in and talk. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Looking at her chart, I realized she has Jupiter transiting her 5th house right now, with Mercury and Saturn there in Cancer. And I know as much as we love to talk about Jupiter being all jolly and expansive and exploring and opportunity and fortune, Jupiter in the fifth isn't always like that. I've seen people lose their grandmothers and that they had to expand their heart because of the loss. So I
Right.
wouldn't be surprised that you are letting go, again, molting like a crab around what you used to like, how you feel pleasure, how you feel joy. If you used to like the color blue, now you don't, which is heartbreaking. But that heartbreak is here to actually help you expand your capacity to love yourself even more. And again,
Right.
Jupiter is philosophical and it's about the truth. So you're finding more of a new way of truly loving yourself. So it is a bit of a hard journey, as Jupiter has been in Cancer and it's
Yep.
still retrograde in Cancer. But once Jupiter moves into Leo, into your sixth house, you're going to get a lot more relief. Even when Jupiter starts going direct in Cancer, you're going to find more relief. If that's what you're looking for, you're going to be able to fall back in love with yourself, with other people, and just the universe again. Right now, it's a little bit hard with Jupiter in the fifth house retrograde.
Yeah, it's hard to have a good time, no question about it.
Yeah, it's expanding. It's not always comfortable.
Well, yeah, and yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, you have to be feeling really good and really grounded, which I think is part of it too. Like, I think mostly my advice to you is simply, Emery, you need better home. You make sure that when you're on, it's your sign, it's going to be upgraded the home every year for 10 years. You're not well pampered enough to feel good about yourself, and that's the issue, because your mind is obviously elsewhere. And your feelings go through your thoughts all the time. So you're very passionate, you're thinking, you're talking, but are you really sitting there privately and paying attention to what your feelings are telling you? I mean, that's probably no, not yet.
Yeah.
But mainly Jupiter in the first house, so you're going to be very popular.
Yeah. I mean, Jupiter in Pisces is a really good place for Jupiter. So you should allow yourself to give yourself a big personality. And I imagine that the Gemini side of you kind of filters yourself in front of people, that in front of certain people you feel comfortable and you're like that, and in front of other people you're not like that. And that's kind of where you're breaking out and realizing, oh, I'm going to be me no matter what, and they can either take it or leave it, and they can get the message or they won't.
Yeah, take it or leave is a good thing to say, and we'll go to a commercial here in a second, but like, we're at a point now where there's no more time to negotiate. I mean, people have to put their deals on the table. And if you can't make a deal and you can't compromise, you're not meant to do it. Let people walk past now, walk through. So a lot of people, I think, are giving up on things, which is probably good. Giving up on the future, vision of the future. They're probably holding on to it a little too tight, I bet, is part of the problem. Yeah. We'll see. When Jupiter hits Leo, it's all about your true heart. You can't lie to your heart. And if it's sad, it's going to be really sad, because Jupiter makes everything really, really, really bare.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to run to a commercial real quick. Oh, you got one more point? Okay, freebie.
Oh, just lastly, just to give Anne-Marie just a little timing. On March 10th, Jupiter stations direct at 15 degrees, and she has Mercury at 13 Cancer. So definitely not watch out, but keep an eye out for March 10th, because that's when your heart's going to start moving again. Right now, it's still internal. Things are still backwards, so you may be having a hard time with your feelings and your heart. But once Jupiter starts moving forward at March 10th, I imagine that's going to be the start of you feeling that relief.
I think it's a good prediction. Get all the lucky pennies for St. Patrick's Day. You guys, we're going to do a quick commercial. We'll be right back with more Dikey.
Yay.
If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at SiriusJoytv. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few.
Are you ready to understand yourself better than ever before? Enlightened edutainment awaits inside the Sirius Joy Vault. Subscribers receive in-depth insight into the planetary energies with daily texts, pep talks, and more, personalized to your unique blueprint. Subscribe now for only $3.99 your first month at SiriusJoy.com.
Hey, Dyke, have you done the 40 days of past lives and karma? I mean, what part
I've
of that
done
was-
like the first like 10 days of it. It's hard to catch up with all the questions.
I know. Well, you were Gemini, so you have a hard time answering them. You're just like, well, you sit there and
Yeah,
think
I
too much
guess
about it.
so. Yeah, I just get distracted with other things.
Geminis do. They have fall-through issues. They really do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nonetheless, how would you describe it? What you witnessed? I mean, was it penetrating?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's helped me look at my Chiron and some of the 12th house stuff that's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done a lot of work on my own in that sense. So I've never had the chance to fully go deep into it. I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay. That's all right. Actually, I want to show a little clip. We have here a little movie that was made. Just want to let you know we're making into a superhero. And if Morgan can do an on-the-fly screen share. Here we go. Yeah, this is a little thing we're doing for commercials. But we're making a superhero here, and it's getting tough. But you are going to be a knight, I think, so it's going to happen.
Oh, that's so funny.
I know. I love the grok, right? So funny. Part of our commercial. Cool stuff. So
Yeah.
I guess let's take another question. Let's see how hot you are. This is great.
Ooh, okay.
When he's on, he's on. Oh, I think isn't Darlene the name of the song like that? That's the name of the woman that was having an affair with Dolly Parton's husband. She wrote a song about her, Darlene. Darlene, that's not that you say Darlene. It's just it's in my memory. Darlene is a step 24 Aquarius. Well, we got the Aquas today with a step 17 Gemini rising, who speaks fluent Dyke, and a step 28 Sagittarius moon on the galactic center.
Ooh,
Why do all my relationships fizzle out after 3 to 6 months? I fall hard fast, but then it just dies. Is there something in my chart making me sabotage things? That's a good question. Look at that chart. I can't wait to see. Darlene, don't sleep with Dolly Parton's husband. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know the song.
Oh, yeah. Like,
it's Jolene, I think, not Darlene.
You're right. It is totally. It is Jolene. Right. But I think of anything that ends with lean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, gosh, you're an Aquarius. You go far way back. I mean, my first just standard question is like, you have a lot of past lives to catch up on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think a lot of relationships are, I'm just going to jump in and say a lot of relationships you have when you're you're a master of relationship. You're a step 24 master Aquarius of relationships. That resume comes through several relationships that don't work out because you're just supposed to get a taste of it, remember what you learned, and move on. So there's like a building process. I'd say this isn't a shame on you thing. This is a shame on you in the past lives thing. You're stumped. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at her chart right now. Just trying to answer the 3 to 6 month thing. I'm having a hard time really accounting that to something. I mean, she has Mars, Moon, Saturn, all in the 7th house. So it's very much of a very serious person when it comes to relationships. So maybe there's a lot of pressure around relationships that may not be working. And then, Aquarius is that, you have to be belonging to a certain group, that you're here to serve a whole community. So a lot of the times Aquariuses are more known for being a bachelor in that sense, because they're always kind of more in that partier. They're more focused on the community rather than that one-to-one. So I think it could be a little bit difficult finding the boundary between those one-on-one relationships versus you in the sphere of influence. So a lot of the people who may be in relationship with you may have a hard time differentiating the you that's with them and then you that's on stage. And that could be a little bit hard for the people who are in partnerships with you. So you just have to find somebody who is understanding of that, and that you need to take your time communicating and filling in the gaps between the intimate personal you and then the detached person that's on stage.
I'm gonna take that one step farther and say, you've got Pluto at step 1 in the 3rd house. You've got Jupiter at step 1 in the 5th house. You've got Venus at step 1 in the 8th house. This is a self-love problem. This is a self-love issue. You're not really loving yourself first, and so you're not really finding people who really love you. And you have the North Node at 4 in Scorpio in the 5th house, and you've got Neptune at 4. And so that means you are not really standing on your own side when these people are coming. You're standing on, I guess, their side. And that could be, that happens. You're step 24. That means you've learned how to sleep you have, I say this in a kind of vulgar way, but I don't mean to. You slept with every kind of guy out there, so to speak, as through the life. You know how every person is. You know how every person is, and so you've learned to adapt to everyone else's needs to be that 24. But you had to sacrifice losing yourself to get that degree, to get that master's degree at 24. So I think what's happened is you were born this life, having been everything for everyone else, and you really don't know what you want for Christmas. Like, not what you really want. And it's probably something really eccentric. I mean, being a 24 Aquarius, you probably want some sort of a genetically perfectly made, half centaur, half man, like something really out there, And that's okay. You can have it. I mean, I think you just have to know what to order in the kitchen, and you don't, yet. No. But it comes from exploring your heart, I would say. And the problem is the mind. If Pluto's at 1 degree in the third house, your mind is not shutting up. It keeps talking over your heart.
Yeah, with the Jupiter-Venus square too, it's just either extremes around loving yourself and not loving yourself, and really expecting the other person to fill that container up for you while you're on stage being somebody else. So it doesn't seem like you're feeding the relationship itself. It seems like it's like a prop almost. The relationship itself is a prop, and you're not really coming back to the relationship and really bringing in the love that you have, possibly through not loving yourself, and that expecting the relationship to bring love into the picture. Yeah.
Showing up love deprived. That should have been already filled. That cup should have been filled coming into it. Yeah, I think you're confusing too. Again, look at Saturn in the 7th house. You are one of these souls who have been married for a living, and that's a very common female track line through multiple lifetimes. We didn't give women anything. You had no opportunities otherwise choosing the right guy. That's all we gave you on earth during the dark ages. So you mastered it, but to master it means you sacrifice yourself for that job. And so now I think it's like you're probably having that job approach. You probably also subconsciously feel like you need to find another professional you who'll do the same thing for you that you did for them, but that wasn't love what you did for them. You don't really want that. You don't want someone who can patch it up and make the bridge. You want someone who authentically wants to do it. It's who they are, So for timing, what would you say? I mean, Saturn is like in her 10th. Like, this isn't time for love; it's time for career.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's letting go of old ways of taking care of themselves and old way of thinking through reality. So they need to be stepping into a more ethereal way of like following faith and following intuition when it comes to career and what they believe. With the Aquarius energy, it's really much about trust and intimacy and boundary right now. So there's going to be a lot of new forms of connecting with people and trusting and bringing intimacy to the table. Again, even looking at the Moon and Saturn conjunction there, it seems like there's a lot of hot and cold energy. Aquarius can be very hot and cold. Sometimes they're really into you. Sometimes they're not really into you. So there could be a lot of more deeper work that you have to do when it comes to self-nurture, self-love, and self-relating, so that you can show up in a fuller picture than meeting two broken people kind of thing. And so people might fizzle out every 3 to 6 months because they see this very chaotic way of relating with you. And it's not something that's stable.
Yeah, I agree. The Moon on Saturn is like, you're serious. It's like dating a librarian sometimes, I think, for the guy. No offense. You get real serious about relationships. They're serious business for you. I think because they kept you seriously alive in the dark ages. I think it was a part of what you had to do. The other thing that's true too is like Jupiter is where it is in the almost first decan. It looks like of that. The second decan actually of this 5th house. You haven't had any fun, and I think you're going to meet this person having fun. You have to go out and have some fun. You are lacking fun, lacking creative projects, lacking art, music, just stuff, stuff just because you like it. And so I think you've been so serious in relationships and whatnot. It's time to just kind of blow off steam and have fun. And it'll be in that fun that you meet the person who's also having fun doing the same thing. You're like, oh, who are you? Right there in that same fun place. That's what I would say probably in this relationship. But you don't even know why you're so much fun. Right? You haven't done that research because you've been being at 24, you've been so into other people for so many lifetimes, you just have left yourself behind a little bit. So it's kind of like it's play, not work. But because Saturn is in the 10th house, I don't know what your career is, Darlene, but I think you ought to be pursuing your dreams right now. Whatever your dreams are, I don't care what it is, do it. Like, it's time to pursue your dreams, because you as a 24 cannot be filled with one man. And a lot of the masters in relationships, no, they can't. a lot of masters in relationships, they think that the relationship will fill them because they are so good at filling someone else's life. But you're a master, usually dating an intermediate or a beginner. That's why you fill their life. Anyone like Barbara Streisand or Cher, that's the level you're at. One man won't do it. You'll have to have a career, a man, and a label. It's going to be all that to fill your heart. So you need a lot more than just romantic love. Romantic love is kind of tiny. They make it look like it's everything on TV, but it's really like a smidgen of what the heart really needs and can devour. So I think even if you have those other things, you're going to draw on that person faster. So I'm not saying give up the love thing. I'm saying fill in the blanks in the meantime, because it'll only bring things faster.
Yeah. Going back to the Moon and Saturn conjunction, it's somebody usually who had to grow up really fast. So they had to, like, as a kid, take care of their parents. So you might have that same dynamic playing out in your relationships, which is definitely not always healthy, and could be another reason why people get really interested in you, and then they see that kind of dynamic and they kind of fall out of it. And just when it comes to timing, Jupiter is going to be in your second house, which is going to be expanding your sense of value, confidence, and worth with yourself. So that's usually something that you do need to experience with somebody. Doesn't mean that they're going to be your soulmate, because the opposite side is the 8th house. It's about intimacy and being able to kind of knock down these walls that hold you back. So whether you do find somebody or not, your mission right now is the career and your legacy, and also you valuing yourself more. So even if it doesn't work out, or even if it does, it should be always leaning into you, figuring out your self-worth on a higher level. If it's not, then they're not the right one.
Yeah. Well, and I have to say the 3 to 6 mark is classic past life. Past life relationships, to me, the reacquaintance of a past life lasts the most 6 months, the most. And I'll tell you how you know. If you live a lifetime in the first 6 weeks, that's a past life relationship. It's not growing. It's actually reviewing. That's why I move so fast. I mean, it's talking like, and suddenly it's like, I met her for popcorn and now she's moving in. And it's like, whoa, when it moves that fast, it's past life. You're catching up. And I think almost now we need a guide to past life love, because it's like, it's a whole different animal. And it really is something you have to get through, I think, to get to an expertise like hers. Yeah. We have one more question from her. Is that correct? I'm a little confused on what the second question is. Is that a follow-up we have? That's what we're saying backstage. All right. So, I
guess we're moving on to Cheryl.
I guess so. We are, which is at the top of our blanks. Okay. All right. Good luck. Let us know. Come on. And when you meet the person, come on. We'll bring them up both on. We'll give you a relationship reading. Okay, so Cheryl is a step 4 Scorpio. Wow. Step 15 Gemini rising. And step 27 Aquarius moon. So a lot of like peacemaking and hell in one chart right here. Like that rising is a good peacemaker, but then the moon, do not cross that moon. It will attack. It will devour you. And the sun, step 4 Scorpio, could be a lot of self-sabotage if you don't love yourself. So the question is, hi friends, I love you two together. Tell me something good. It's just like anything good.
Something good.
That's good. All right, that's a good question. What do you see that's good in this chart, mister?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you're definitely here to face some fears right now. So I'm not sure if that's always good.
That's not good.
Yeah, I know. But it's definitely a chance to really overcome the fears that you have around your day-to-day lifestyle and how you are connecting with your body and your health. So you're really here to strengthen that right now. You're really here to overcome some of the fears that you have around how life is supposed to be. And although you may be triggered, you are stepping into you being more strong with your body and being able to be connected with your body. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking for something good off the bat, but that's just not how I read. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's Gemini. So you see both sides, both the drama masks, right?
Yeah.
Well, I see good here. The good news is you're going to fall in love with yourself in this lifetime. You're going to fall in love with yourself. Here's the bad news: you were a king in a past life, and everyone loved you for no reason. So you don't know how to love yourself because you're used to having roses thrown at your feet for no reason, for just having a last name. And so you're stumbling over that. You're stumbling over like what's special about me? No one's telling me. Well, in that life, you didn't have very much power anyways. I mean, you might have had everything at your feet, but you couldn't go where you want to go. You couldn't do what you want to do. And I think you want a freedom. So your Pluto at step 0 Libra in the 4th house tells me you got to like ground zero, say, this is a new life going to be run by my way. You got to make that first step. If you haven't done that yet, you have until the 1st degree of Libra this fall. When that sun crosses Pluto, you put your stake in the ground. You go, okay, that's it. I'm starting over. I'm starting over from scratch. This is my queendom. This is my world. I'm doing it my way. If that hasn't happened yet, maybe it has. If it has, then you basically turn the keys over to the inner child and go, okay, girl, you're running the show. Like that princess you were in the past life that couldn't be queen, make her queen. You need to make that inner child queen. Now, to me, that's damn good news. That means you get anything you want. Anything you want. And that's maybe it. Maybe you're not giving yourself the freedom of anything you want. It's anything and more. My standard in a reading would be you have to give yourself 3 wishes a day. 3 wishes a day. Your inner child gets 3 wishes a day. And when the child says they want something, you say, yes. What else do you want? You just go completely at a beckon to that inner child. And it will take, I don't know how long. That Scorpio side of you is kind of bitter. So that means your inner child's not going to be happy. It's like, you just keep upping the stake. Your inner child like, well, now it's a Mercedes. So if you do it. And you say, yes, when I can afford it, you can have it. What else do you want? You have to keep like basically spoiling that inner child for pure love and for pure love reasons. And there'll be a point when there'll just be a snap. And the snap will be your child will finally realize that she has a good mother, you, and that she can have everything she wants. And then she'll go, this is what I want. This is what I really want. And she'll be honest with you because I don't think she's being honest with you now. She doesn't think really that it'll happen.
All right, I'm ready. I've got some analysis here. There we go. All right, so Saturn and Neptune is going through the 10th house, and it's going to be going over your Chiron. So you're going to be healing completely with your job and your career. So if you have some sort of legacy, if you have some sort of dream job or dream direction with your life, this is the time. Like you do definitely have some sort of past life scar around being in charge or making a name for yourself, but that's exactly where the universe is helping you and assisting you to have. And at the same time, Jupiter is going to be moving into your 2nd house sooner. And it dipped in a little bit into your 2nd house, but it's moved back into the 1st. Once Jupiter is in your 2nd house and you have Saturn and Neptune in the 10th house, like you're here to make money right now. So in the next year, in the next 2 years, you're supposed to be making a whole new career shift and making money out of it. You have potential to produce something very big right now. So that goes back to me talking about the Black Moon Lilith in the 6th house, which is about you having to overcome your fears around your day-to-day routine, your day-to-day lifestyle, and the day in, day out kind of job. So that's where the fear is. But the luck and the fortune that the universe is pushing you toward is more of a bigger picture career, maybe a new title, maybe promotion that you're heading for. So if you've always wanted to be something in the world or have some sort of career, this is definitely the time to listen to your intuition and listen to that spiritual calling and go toward what you really want. And I think that may be some of the bittersweetness that Chris is talking about when it comes to truly loving yourself and giving yourself what you want and feeling the value around Jupiter coming into your 2nd house. So the luck right here, the fortune right here, the good news right here is that you are going to be what you want. You just have to face some of your fears that you have in the moment and realize the bigger picture that you're going forward. Most likely in your past life, you didn't get what you were working for, but in this lifetime, you actually are going to get what you want in the bigger picture of things.
Great analysis. I would say also you are an excellent candidate for 40 days of past lives and karma.
Yeah.
I think you would do excellent. In 40 days, you'll understand exactly what we just said. If you do the journaling, it'll be very easy. You'll put together the pieces and you'll understand what it's about. Like he's right. The problem is your career falls apart because you don't protect it, because you don't protect your heart's interest. You always forget to protect your heart's interest. And so it gets taken away, it gets stolen. And so part of you doesn't know what to do next or what to do because why bother? It always falls apart. So you have to learn how to protect that over time is what it's going to take, which is what 0 is. But I agree, Daiki. Jupiter's in your 2nd house.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm about to make bank. Now, Jupiter in the 2nd means that you're on the path of money, but no one gets the money when it's in the 2nd house. Just want to tell you, not when it's in. You're laying down the pipelines, you're laying down the revenue streams. It comes in after, okay? But it is the one money-making transit there is that happens every 12 years. So,
Yeah.
girl, get out there and make some cash. Okay, you can buy the man if you have to.
It's about investing. It's about investing in your own feelings and your own heart, because it's in Cancer and Leo. So you want to invest in your creativity, even your self-nurturing. And again, having Chiron in the 10th, you're going to help people also get into power. You're afraid of being powerful. Since Saturn and Neptune is saying no more of that. Like, you're here to be powerful, and you're going to help other people become powerful. So don't be afraid.
And actually, with the North Node at 10 Aquarius, focus on trusting yourself. You're the way, if you trust yourself, everything will work out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the product. Don't worry about the man. Don't worry about anything outside of yourself. Just worry about trusting yourself. If you can trust yourself, everything falls into place. That's all going to fall into place. All right. Well, that was excellent. I hope you had a good one. I hope that was good news for you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone who's wrote in a question. This is a powerful time. We have a tag team. I love it. Let's go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to talk about Gwen, and we're talking about you, sir. We'll be right back.
Step Astrology is the key to unlocking your past, your purpose, and your heart. Are you ready to understand yourself better than ever before? Enlightened edutainment awaits inside the Sirius Joy Vault. Subscribers receive in-depth insight into the planetary energies with daily texts, pep talks, and more, personalized to your unique blueprint. Subscribe now for only $3.99 your first month at SiriusJoy.com.
Hi, welcome. I'm Gwen English, and today we're going to create some inner child cards. What we want this card to do is hold the energy of our heart and spirit. Energetic source for your heart to open up, because we're trying to bring our heart online, we're trying to bring our inner child online, and we're trying to bring joy into our life. I will create a sacred space for you to go into your heart and then use your intuition to choose your images.
That was a little info clip on Gwen's class, which is coming up, allowing you to create your own oracle deck based on your heart, which is really brilliant. And I have to do it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I'm gonna have a tarot deck around my heart. That's cool. And you sir, do great things. What do you have coming up on your agenda? How can people work with you?
So yeah, I have a QR code up here right now that's just for the people who are watching our Tag Team Tuesday today. And so it's called the Tuesday Night Clarity Pass. And if you're figuring out if you need to take some time right now, if you need to act, and just like I was doing with the readings, to give you some sort of timing of when things are going to shift and when things are still in its preparation mode, you can do it for the special price that I have right now before Friday for a 15-minute quick recording that I'll be making through watching through analyzing your natal chart. Usually my readings are a little bit more than that, but if you want a quick 15-minute reading to answer one question like we did here, you can go check that out. And then the other thing that I do is similar to Sensei over here. I do my own daily forecasts on my Patreon. So you can check out the 7-day free trial there, where I talk about the daily forecasts and daily energies and help you navigate the day-to-day energies. And then lastly, to book a reading with me, you can go to my website. And even there, you have the link to Instagram and TikTok, where I do quick 90-second daily forecast to help you with your day and to get some daily affirmations in there as well. So got a lot
Tons of daily. Tons of daily. All that daily content. It's fun, huh?
You know, I learn from the best. So
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. And I hope your Patreon's going well. And I think people all we all need our advice the way we need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I love about this our scene is that there's so many different perspectives and views. And what I love about your view, Daiki, is there's scientific basis that you put things on. Like, I think you got an advantage there in the sense that yeah, you really do. You bring like a real science understanding. My dad might listen to you.
Yeah.
He listen to me. He's not me, but he might listen to you. So I think it's great.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's fine. And all you women who like your husband won't listen, try Daiki out. Like tell him to go watch it. Because the women come, they're like, how do I get my husband? I'm going to see now. Go to Daiki. He's probably going to get through.
A lot of reason and logic that I put in there to build up the belief around it, not just simply believing for believing's sake, but to understand the ins and outs to get to where we are now.
Yeah, the logical tree. Looks like someone just got their clarity pass coming up on you. So the clarity pass that's cool. You got any left? Man, I need some clarity.
Get a shot of clarity here.
Yeah, and so you're on SiriusJoytv or .com, obviously. You are a big part of our programming, especially the daily. What do you call it? Our Miniscope. Like I hear your voice on that a lot. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. And your last class was called what again? It's now you can watch it live.
It's exploring the archetypes through the Jupiter Sun conjunction and figuring out the alignment through the personas.
Yeah, it's fun. You can tell you've been in school.
It's a lot of fun, actually. I had a lot of fun doing it myself. So it's fascinating to get more deeper into the astrology, not just all the day-to-day stuff and navigating life in general, but to just understand astrology at large, I think is definitely an important aspect.
Oh my God. I think it's the secret to life. I still can't believe that, hospitals, police, government, like we don't use it. It's like, here's all the information on every citizen in the world. You're spying on us on our computer. You could run a chart. It's so funny, but let it be the way it is, right, brother?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of proof around it. I mean, I guess it can't be called proof, but case studies per se that really at least give people an understanding and an outlet to kind of debunk the debunking.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, try it for yourself, y'all, and try Daiki out. He's phenomenal and a good friend, and has become a part of our family. So thanks for coming on tonight, Daiki.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody, for scanning QR.
Yeah, you see all the time. It's great. Yeah, people find you. All right, friends, that's all we have for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I feel that on Thursday, we're going to debut at 4 o'clock, by the way. That's our goal. Start at 4, do 2-hour run. But we're still catching up. We're getting things. There's a lot of changes going on. Just show up and be you. Just be you. Be authentic. Be in your heart. We have the Leo King on tomorrow on LOL. If you are part of our subscribers at SiriusJoy.com, you can watch the live taping. It'll happen tomorrow on Wednesday. Otherwise, it'll go live this Saturday night. That's our new special time for LOL, which is at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Well, we'll get it down one of these days. But Dave's good fun. One of my best friends out there, also an astrologer, and we're talking a lot of AI, and we're talking about the Epstein file. So Scott and David and I hitting the mail road tomorrow. On the mail role model table, right? Talking about the ethics. All right, friends. Well, that's all for today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. It's step 22. So last little piece of advice is, nurture yourself. Take care of yourself emotionally. You'll attract the right situation. If you've attracted the wrong situation, you probably did not nurture yourself. And it's okay. You'll figure it out. It's Aquarius. It'll tell you big time. Yeah. Just like Robbie. Happy birthday to Robbie Hunt, by the way.
Oh.
Happy birthday to Robbie Hunt. I'll be working with her tomorrow. For our mega monthlies for Aries, and I can't wait to have that time with her. But this is her birthday, so we have to honor the queen, Robbie Hunt. We love you, Robbie. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Goodbye. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at SiriusJoytv. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy Nonlinear TV Network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com,